Hello, my name is April Kirkwood, and I'm here with Eden. Oh
Hi,
my God.
hi everybody. I am so happy to be here to do our first YouTube live as a Two Generations podcast. And as you've probably already guessed, Two Generations being April, the older generation, the wiser one, your fairy godmother, right? That's the term we gave her. Oh, look, even your title says fairy godmother in the
In
house.
the house, baby.
Um, and I am Eden Busani, and together we kind of combined both of our podcasts. Right, April, you had a show. I also have a podcast, and we combined that and we created this wonderful podcast where we can both share our thoughts on the topics that we love. So, what are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about the law of attraction, and everybody wants things, emotions, relationships, jobs, careers, houses, boats, and some people seem to have it all, and then some people don't have anything, and they're like, and if you've read The Secret, which was out
Oh, yeah, I did.
old school, okay, it talks about that. And I always get people when I do presentations and we do vision boards on, well, why can't I just decide to be a pro football player? And the reason is there's a lot of reasons why you may not be a pro football player. You're 5'4". That was not your intention in the world. But what resonates with you is what you can manifest. So is it limitless? Some parts of it are. The big stuff, you will only manifest what is truly you. So, Eden, explain your view from your point of view. I've lived a whole life and I've seen people try to do this, and I've seen it work and not work. And we'll go on with what makes it work a little bit down. But Eden has so many great ideas. Eden, the floor is yours.
Yeah. So first of all, the law of attraction. I have a lot to say about this because, like you previously said, for some people it works, for some people it doesn't work. What makes that difference? Why does it work for one person? Why does it not work for another? Especially when we call it the law of attraction. What mind boggles me is that it's actually a law, just like the law of gravity, that you will never doubt the law of gravity. You throw something in the air and you know it comes back down. You jump off a roof, you know you're coming down. We don't doubt it for a second because we've all experienced it on the same level. The difference with the law of attraction, it's still a law. It's still constantly happening, whether you see it or not. The only thing is that not everybody has experienced it on the same level. Therefore, there's room for doubt, and therefore, there's also room for growth. So that's what I like about the law of attraction, because some people can't and some people could. The only difference is, in my opinion, in April, you tell me if I'm wrong, but from what I've seen after teaching this for the last 3 years, I think that the biggest factor in actually making it or breaking it is your belief. If you can believe that you can manifest, that you can attract, that you can become, that's your key to actually making that happen.
Right. And underneath belief, which is very important, is your essence. Remember, you are a mind, a body, a soul. And if you can feel it, I have had people say, I want this car, and they visualize hands on the steering wheel, putting on the radio, the air running through. There's something magnificent about the feeling aspect of manifestation. So just saying, I want it, that's a thinking part. But you have to use all of your body, all of your mind, all of your soul. I'm really good at manifesting stuff because I actually believe it. I believe I'm a child of God. I believe I deserve health, wealth, and abundance. I believe I'm going to live to my 90s. I believe love is all around me, and my job is to love. There's something about the belief system being so strong that you feel it everywhere you go. Remember, you are energy. Energy is neither created or destroyed, but it manifests itself outwards. What you're manifesting outwards, that energy is what you call back. So if you're a nasty, grouchy, little terrible stepsister to somebody. And, fairy godmothers do not like that. And you have a bad attitude. I don't know how you're going to go to the ball because it's just not going to happen for you. And if you get there, you're not going to have a great time. So love your life, love what you do, manifest excitement, manifest joy, and be grateful. Kabbalah states, if you are not grateful for something, not only will you not get more abundance, but you will get it taken away. So I kind of study eclectically, Eastern.
That is important.
Yeah. So now you've manifested things. That's why I love her so much. We manifested meeting each other. We just came from two opposite ends of the world, two opposite generations, and we found each other. How did that happen? Think about that. How do you find people? Do you go out to bars trying to pick them up and hitting the odds? Well, if I hit on 10 girls out of 19, maybe I'll have a shot. Or do you manifest, I will find my beloved, I will find a friend, I will find a teammate? How do you manifest, Eden, your law of attraction? How do you make it work for you?
Okay, so I'm going to actually break it into two parts because you asked two questions. You asked first, how do we attract things into our life? Like, for example, a relationship, right? If, for example, I'm looking for my soulmate, right? There's two ways you can manifest this into your life. You can
better take notes.
What, you're taking notes? Okay, we're also learning here. Okay, so there's two ways of manifesting this, and this I actually have written down in my book, which is coming out October 28th. I'm really excited. So way number one that you can do this is you can ask the universe, please grant me my soulmate, the one that I can live for to the rest of my life. And you're praying and you're asking, but at the same time that you're praying and you're asking, you're jealous of your friends. You're scared for yourself. You doubt that you'll ever find somebody. You're worried that you'll be alone. And you are stressing out because your parents and your relatives are all asking you all the time where your significant other is. That is negative energy that you are sending out into the universe. Now, the universe is not going to listen to your words and say, oh, she's asking for a soulmate, let me give that to her. The universe is reading your energy. So if it's reading negative energy like jealousy, lack of trust, fear and all of that, the energy, simply what the universe does, it takes your energy and it bounces it right back at you. So it takes that fear and that jealousy and that doubt and it bounces it right back at you. And that's what you're experiencing. It's like you're tuned into a radio station, right? I've given you that example before. If you're tuned to FM and you want to listen to jazz, you tune into the jazz station and that's what you're going to get. You want to listen to rock, you're going to tune into the rock station and that's what you're going to get. So it really depends what energies you're giving out. On the other hand, you can ask for the same exact blessing with different energies. You can ask it with confidence and happiness for being happy for your friends and trusting the process, right? And not worrying about being alone because you believe that you're going to find somebody. That is the energy that you're sending out. Poof, the energy is like bouncing that back at you, and that's what you're going to be experiencing.
Right. You cannot fool the universe. You cannot fool your energy.
You can't fool that. That's like, I've tried.
You can't cheat because they absolutely resonate everything that is in your being. If you are not getting what you want, I would suggest reevaluating, realigning yourself. Are you taking some time every day to nourish your mind with good things? If you're smoking pot every day and you're tired and you're listless and you can't get off the couch, what kind of energy is that? That's a down energy anyhow. That's kind of like takes you down. But if you are lifting up and doing yoga and meditation and visualization and using affirmations are so powerful to draw into you what you need and what you desire and what you are supposed to have. I really believe we all come here to learn how to raise our energy to get what we want. It doesn't mean that there's not going to be painful situations. People will pass away. Things will happen, but that's part of the lesson. The lesson may not change in the law of affirmation, but how you are reacting to it can change everything in a
100%.
good way. And we have to be aware of really what we're thinking, what we're feeling, what we're doing. If you're going to cheat on your girlfriend, don't be upset when your girlfriend starts to feel icky about you and doesn't trust you anymore, even though she doesn't know what's going on. Things are being connected all the time. I have been connected to people across the globe, old friends of mine that call the same time I'm thinking of them. That's the energy. It's fun to play with the energy. What I like to do is sometimes I teach a Sunday school class, and I take my little kids and I go, rub your energy together, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. Then move your hands and you can feel the heat. And then if you want to have fun with someone else, do this, rub it, rub it, rub it, rub it, and then put it next to somebody else not touching them. Remember, when you're close to somebody,
ooh, that was interesting.
and you can feel it, it's get cold and get hot, get cold and get hot. And you are nothing more than energy, and energy is neither destroyed, and so you live forever. There you go. I answered.
Oh my God. We're all immortal. That's it.
Go with science. Go with science. Energy only changes form. We never die. There. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Fairy godmother in the house.
April, I think we're getting excited here. I don't know if I want to stay immortal.
You know what? Some people don't feel like this is their home. I do not feel personally like this is my home. I feel like I'm on Earth University, and I've decided what lessons I've pre-decided with Source, God, Heavenly Father, whatever you want to call it, your guides, your master teachers, your angels, those who have passed away before that are now looking over you, to decide what I'm going to learn. And learning is never easy, but with the law of attraction, you can reduce that, or you can have a joyful spirit. The most beautiful gift you can ever give somebody is a smile and hello. Each time you meet someone, try to say something positive, genuinely positive, and then watch it come back and how good you feel. That's why we love our pets. Our pets love us, and we love them back, and we're like, yes, it feels so good, because we really trust them and love them. Trust the world. Most people out there are good, and what you give out, you will attract. Any other things you want to
say? Yes. I do want to say one more thing. No, two more things, okay? Okay. So first of all, I just wanted to go backtrack just 3 minutes ago, where I was talking about how we can attract things into our life. I was talking about tuning into the right station, right? So I just wanted to say, you and I believe we met the same way, even though we didn't technically sit down probably and meditate on the fact that we want to meet somebody like-minded, right? The thing that kind of attracted us was the fact that we were both open to opportunities. We were both tuned into the same radio station. So when the opportunity arose, we jumped on it. Right?
Exactly.
And that's the thing. I think the big thing is that if you can be aware of the things around you, you will start to notice opportunities that are still there, but the only difference is that now you're aware of it, so you can tune into it.
Right. And the first way to do that, if you don't know how to start, is write one thing that you would like to manifest. And it has to be common sense. If you're 5'1", you're probably not going to be a basketball pro. Not saying it can't happen, but if you were meant to be that way, you would probably be born taller. But it has to be logical. And don't buy into the BS of Hollywood. And I'm not against Hollywood. I watch it. I'm a Kardashian watcher myself, but it's not real. Live authentically. and be grateful and manifest what truly is your passion. If you love writing, write. Even if you don't do it as your job right now, do it as your hobby. Journal, create a vision board. Tell them what a vision board is if they haven't heard it. I've made several, and I know you make them all the time still. I think I need to
I
make
do, and actually, I'm in the middle of making one right now.
Is it there? Do you have it around you?
I'm not showing it out yet.
Okay.
I might show it when it's complete, but I'll tell you some stuff that are on it if you want.
I love it.
Okay, so one thing that's on it is a white Jeep Wrangler that I'm dying to drive. And believe it or not, I've been noticing it around everywhere I go. So I'm slowly starting to track that into my life. I'm definitely going to have it by the end of the year. And also there's the house that I want to buy. So that's what I have for now. And then we're building on that.
Wait, you said we're building on that. What's that? What does that mean?
What do you mean?
You said we're building on that. Are you and your husband doing that together?
So actually, some of it is mine, but the house obviously is both of ours.
Okay.
I'll give him a room,
That would be nice though if couples did. I never thought about that. If couples did a vision board together. And, with COVID and us staying inside, that might be a nice weekend project and post it somewhere.
No, right? Listen, 2 is better than 1. You have 2 energies together in the same mindset. That's so much more powerful than
Love is the most powerful healer of all times. It can heal nations. It can heal families. It can heal the illnesses that we have. We can heal depression. So please don't underestimate the law of attraction and the power you have to be all that you were meant to be. You're meant to have health and wellness in every way so that you can do your purpose, your job. I call them my projects.
Your projects, our missions in life, whatever you want to call it. I like it that you call it your projects.
My project right now is endurance, and I'm going through a lot of endings in my life, and I'm a number 1 year. So I don't believe in anything, but I believe in everything.
Oh, that's what we said last time.
I'm attached to everything, but I'm detached to everything as well. I'm connected, but detached. I'm watching, I'm learning, I'm taking the information in, letting it see if it resonates in my soul, and then thinking, is this what I want to manifest? Do I want to move closer to that? Or is that an issue that I may need to work on and have to pull back and turn away from and change it? Nothing is written in stone. There are a few things, but most of the things you have more power than to be all you can be. And as a fairy, I always say I'm ageless.
We're all ageless. Age is just a number. I think April. I have one more thing.
When you call me at night, I'm in bed. Oh, that's my dogs. They heard me knocking. When you call me at night, age is just a number. She calls me at 10:30. I'm in bed. I'm like, oh my God, it's evening. This girl never sleeps. At my age, I am an expert now.
Listen, I love sleeping too. I can also pass out at 10:30 if I wanted to. I can sleep on the floor if I wanted to. I can sleep anywhere.
Let's end up the show with truth or dare questions. You asked me one from a perspective of me being experienced, and I'll ask you one. I'll ask you first.
Okay.
What has been the hardest thing as far as the law of attraction? What is the hardest part of that for you that you could share with others? Talk about how easy it is, but it's not always
not easy. And right off the bat, I already have a few examples in my head. What's not easy is when you try to manifest something for a certain amount of time and it's not yet there. And then that doubt starts trickling in. And then that doubt is just there to, move you away from that path. And you're working on staying tuned into that right station. But then you're kind of being pulled by doubt and working on building that belief.
What turns you, what is the most difficult for you? What's happening, the doubt that's happening inside yourself, or what's going on with people and places and things around you? What affects you most?
Whatever's going on inside myself. And I'll tell you why, because whatever happens outside around me, I can actually work on leaving that away from, like, just keeping it away from my energy. And I do that all the time. I start off my day with protecting myself. We mentioned that on our previous episode, how I do my protective dome. I make sure that all energies are, intact, that I have my positive vibes inside, negative vibes outside my dome. But when the negative energies start from within, it's a little bit harder, because I actually need to extract that. And the way I would do that is I would just close my mind and actually envision that negative energy leave my dome, leave my body, and I would start using some mantras that I've created to start bringing back that happy feeling, those high energies. Because if you're feeling doubt, you're going to start feeling down, and those are negative energies. So I will extract that doubt from myself and then think of something that makes me happy, turn on the music, become grateful. There's so many things to be grateful for, and that really helps me switch that energy into something more positive.
Okay, so she takes all of her learning, experience, feelings, emotions, spirituality, and uses it to transcend any doubts, negativity, lower her energy. What that really is a low dense energy.
Right.
And you want to keep that energy light. How do you know it? When you walk and you feel light and you're singing a song, and
right, you don't feel a knot in your stomach. And like everyone, first of all, nobody's perfect. Everybody has these feelings. You're gonna feel doubt. You're gonna feel the worry. You're gonna feel stress one day, whatever. It's fine. You're human. You're a human being, and you're gonna feel those feelings sometimes. The catch is to learn how to change those feelings into something more positive. That's the growth part.
And I guess I'd like to end with, that's a practice, and a practice takes perfect. It takes about 33 repetitions to change a habit. It takes a lifetime. That's why we're on the earth, and we're given so many years to learn our lessons. So I think we're ready to go. We're running out of time.
We are. I still have my dare for you. Do you still want to stick for your dare, for my truth?
I'm up.
Okay, I have my truth for you. With all your years of experience while teaching the law of attraction and actually watching other people practice it, what is one or a few things that you've noticed that people get completely wrong, that is not part of the law of attraction, or they believe to be part of manifestation, which is completely not true?
Money and love. Money, some people really love it, and I have to work on that. I have a mindset that I have to struggle to make money, and I feed off that. If you feed off mental health issues that you grew up and you heard these stories in your head, it's hard to make a living, it's hard to do this, you start to feed into the story. All men cheat, all women are no good, all they want is money. Those are the kind of stories that hurt your true soulful self. It's like we come down to earth and we're splat, and we forget who we are. And then, so we don't know who we are. So of course, as babies, we suck up the stories that people tell us. And then we want to believe them, so we make sure they're right by doing it. When you do that, it keeps your energy down, because most of these are fear-based. So fear-based thoughts will really, really make it harder to create everything that you desire and you deserve, because you have forgotten who you are. You are a child, you are soul, and you are here as part of the kingdom of God. And in the kingdom, people get what they want. They're happy, right? So with that, I'm going to end the show. I am your fairy godmother, April Kirkwood, LPC. This is Eden Busani. I love her name. God, I'm going to pretend I'm her. I love that name. I just want to, when I go out, I'm going to say I'm Eden Busani.
Eden Busani. Eden Busani.
I just love it. Okay. We are going to be on every week.
Yes, Mondays, 8 a.m.
Make comments. Ask us questions, try to be loving, and follow us. We need you. We need that energy to tell us, yes, what we say is making a difference. And here, I love you. I praise you. I appreciate you. You are God's child. Great things happen to you. Nothing can stop it. Bibbidi bobbidi boo, baby. We're out. It's a take.
Bye.